Welcome back everyone in this new live development video about building an auto battle game. In this video we're going to fix several things. So first one is this default unit being shown the first time we enter the game. The second one is the fact that units seems to have no walk animation. But actually they have one. It's just that their speed is too low, and therefore you barely see them moving. And the third thing we're going to fix is the scale of the battlefield. We're going to increase the scale a little bit. So first thing we want to fix is the scale of our grid, I think. So I think we just need, I don't know if we need to modify in the square grid size. No, I think we need to change, in the grid I think we need to change here. So I think we want to double the size, and if we double the size everything is gonna be messy. Yeah, but it doesn't matter because we're just gonna move some stuff and it should work like it did before. We're just gonna move this away. Actually we're not gonna do this like this. Can't I can control Z, but it doesn't matter. I want to be set on the grid. So we want to make our character camera further away. We want to move that further away. So yeah, we want to increase this. I wonder why we have errors. I don't think we should have errors, but maybe that's because some units are on two different square and maybe the game doesn't like it. We can't focus them, and that's why it's throwing errors, I guess. So we managed to move them away. We're just gonna open the units and say the mesh is scaled by 1 at 1 and hit play once more. Okay, that's better, but we still can't focus them, so I think there's something wrong about the collision. And I'm wondering why we have a collision issue. We shouldn't. I think it shouldn't matter. Units are failing to register. We're just gonna restart the project real quick because I didn't restart it after the next video. What could be causing the issue? Something we modified in the player movement? I don't think so. Okay, doesn't seem to be the problem here. We're just gonna offset the camera a bit in the fight zone. Like this. Not at all. Maybe it was correct actually, but that's not really the issue here. In the same time I'm thinking about what could be causing the fact that we lost that, because we're actually teleporting them but they're failing to overlap with anything, and I'm wondering why. Did we change something we shouldn't have? In here, this is a pawn. The skeletal mesh has no collision by default. No, that's not it. We're just gonna fix the other issue. The tooltip is gonna be an easy one. It's just gonna be hidden by default. So in event begin play, this is gonna be hidden. Yeah, and yeah, since we can't interact, we can't know if it worked. Yeah, okay, maybe the problem lies within the fact that the mesh is actually within the ground. Yeah, I think that's it. That was the issue here. So that the capsule is gonna be like bigger and larger. So how big is this? So we want like -100, -100, like this. Oh yeah. Once more, we forgot to do this. They are pulled. And we don't want gravity. We don't want gravity in here. We don't want this to be falling. We'll see if we can disable this. So yeah, it didn't change a thing. It's just... So that's quite strange. I didn't have this bug when I changed. So it really comes from the modification on the grid. Oh, maybe we crashed. No, we did not. I'm gonna realign this. And by moving them, did it change something? It just made things worse. So we are teleporting the units, but they are failing to find their square. What if we make the radius like 50? Doesn't change a thing, I guess. We're gonna remove the green once more. Yeah, what's wrong? So it's kinda tedious. I didn't expect we had... Oh, maybe... So do they find their square? Yeah, they seem to do. So if they do find their square, what's going on? Oh yeah, we were adding stuff here. This is not what we want to do. We're teleporting them when they are finding their square. What does the error say? We cannot find the owner of the unit. Okay, I think we might be doing something real quick to see where the bug comes from. I think I have a clue. What if we say 5? Okay, it still doesn't work. So it's like we lost some values there. What did we lost? What changed? The bench is local. Square size 0. Are we initializing this value somewhere? Square size. Yeah, I guess we are. Yeah, we are. So I don't seem to understand what we broke. So we don't have to wait that much in the bench. So apparently, so we have two issues, the team color and the fact that the unit is not snapping. But it's finding its square. That's what I'm... So it's like our name is never broadcast. We're gonna show the fight zone debugger. So in the in-game HUD. It's gonna be visible by default. We're gonna hit play. And yet we have our name there. Oh yeah. So one of the other battlefield is spawning units, combat units. And is taking the place of our local. For some reason it's taking the spot of our local base. And yet it doesn't seem to be possible. It's being displayed. Yeah, this should not be displayed here. This is being considered as a fight zone, I assume. This shouldn't be here. So I really see no reason for it to not work anymore. We just changed the size of the squares and it made that bug. If that's the case, we'll just... Yeah, if that's the case, we'll just revert that change. And we'll see what it says. Size 150. And yeah, we can't see our units anymore. If we do this, so we'll just move the bench a bit, like this. So there's definitely something really wrong about our logic. use actor. What location are we giving him? The location of the square. And when we teleport it, the unit is actually firing this logic. No, actually not when it's being teleported, when its name is being set. When its name is being set, we tell him if it doesn't have a square. Oh, we should be clearing this when we pull the unit. Let's do this. Yep. That's one of the bugs that might be causing the fact that units no longer spawn after a while. So if we don't have an initial square, we're going to find it. So we're not pulled anymore. We will likely never have an initial square here. Yes, so the issue might be coming from this radius thing. If we just said like 500, I should have tested this. I'm really dumb. Earlier, I meant. Or maybe they took the I wish. This is really strange. "42 footmen," right? Oh yeah, because we are recording, because 500 was way too much. We are recording, units is recording on several. Because we're not breaking here, we should be breaking here. So we are recording to all the tiles we find. When we find a square, we're going to break the loop. Like this. Oh, wait, the fact that we're breaking is calling an infinite loop? I don't see how is that possible. Because we're clearing the square here? That's what caused the bug? No, I don't think that could be the case. So this is apparently coming from there. But it wasn't tied anymore and we didn't change anything. It was just a regular loop. We just made that bigger. What? Okay, if they overlap with several square, it's throwing an error, an infinite loop. I really don't see why the size matters here. might be coming from something we do when we snap the unit, maybe, or maybe from when we use an actor, we teleport it, then it overlaps, and when it overlaps we teleport our unit. What if we say like we teleport it there? They are snapped in another way. I don't see why. They are here, and if we say we don't want to simulate. If we say the size is like before, but we're no longer teleporting it, so there's definitely something, and it's still working. We're never teleporting them in any way, and yet, so this is the only, so if here we say is the units dragged from the top, yep, it is. And what if now we say that units are actually falling? Enable gravity. Maybe we didn't enable it on the character movement. Gravity scale 1. Simulate physics, I think. Maybe we have to check that. Oh yeah, they fall. Did they? But it didn't change a thing. So they won't be falling actually. They won't be falling at all. And what if now we say something like this? It's working in here, and if they are bigger, for some reason it's not working, but this seems to be at the exact same location. And since this is firing, this says that the unit is failing, doesn't have a nested player. I think it says that, but I'm not sure why the size of our square is actually interacting with this value. So we didn't have any print, and if we say that the square is now 150, we're gonna have a print. Yep. And I don't see any possible reason that the size of the square has an impact on the name of the player in any way, shape or form. I really don't see any reason. I'm really trying to think of something that could be interacting. I think at some point we're trying to find the battlefield. So we don't want that print anymore. Where is the issue at? So yeah, now in here it's working, but what if we say that square are actually bigger? Where is that damn? We're only using it to change the relative location of this. So if we said that the square is 150, these units are not in any battlefield here because they're on the bench and we're not recording benches. But if we say that it's 300, okay, so I'm dumb. What if we say, so where is this located? We want that in the battlefield, and maybe we want the nav mesh as well in the battlefield. So we're gonna move this like here. I was saying I'm dumb because if the bug really comes from that, oh no, the bug comes from the fact that units are pooled not in the right place. Pool location minus 500, 5,000. Yeah, that was the issue. Alright, that was pretty silly, so we're gonna remove this. So, and we're gonna show grid. And it's not clearing, that's because we have a duplicate once more. No, it's not that. Oh yeah, we have to. We can't hit play like this. So we'll just move our battlefield back there. We're gonna increase the size of our plane. Like this. And we're gonna try to tweak the camera once more a little bit in our fight zone. So camera pivot. Like this. I think I'm failing to understand how that works. It doesn't seem to be changing anything because we are setting this by n when we are local. Yeah, yes. Yeah, okay, that's that. Okay, I'm done. And we're gonna be offset like madmen. In here, yeah, of course. So we're just gonna make sure that the battlefield on the battlefield it's okay. So we're still offset. We should be like there. We're gonna hide the grid because lagging is tedious. And in the fight zone, when we set local in the event graph, we want to be more offset, I think. Yep. So if we hit plus, so we're lagging a lot. Units are really small. No, I mean, you can see how slow they are. That's the amount. That's the speed we were at. That's why I wanted to change the scale. We have some units falling far away. Okay, so we changed the scale. We changed the pool. What else did I want to change already? I forgot the other stuff. So there was the unit thing. And yeah, the animation issue. We have trouble realizing, so I feel like units are lagging once more. It's really, yeah, bothering me that we can see them. Yeah, I think we need to set that this has no collision. Or, no. We want this to ignore everything but the cursor. And regarding the navigation, this can never affect navigation whatsoever. Yep. Oh, maybe we need to. So what is wrong here? The static mesh need to be blocking the focus. Was that the issue here? Okay, so we recreated a bug apparently. No collision. Okay, collision enabled. I didn't mean to do this. So if we say that units are a bit faster now, units, combat units, character speed, we want them to move like at 80, which seems more correct than 300. Oh yeah, that was way too fast. Feels like it's still small. The board is still small. I think I'm kinda tired of seeing squares like this. I think we're gonna do something real quick. Low gray base color, we're gonna not do this. We're gonna actually we're gonna try something. Low gray fade. No, actually we're gonna delete this, duplicate this, M base color fade. This is gonna be translucent. Opacity, parameter, constant. This is gonna be a parameter named opacity. This is gonna be 0.5 by default, and we're gonna clamp this from 1 to 0, from 0 to 1. And we're going to create a material instance of this ME low gray fade, and we're gonna use this for the square, and we are actually gonna make this even more translucent, like this. Seems a little bit better. Yeah, that was way it appears to be way smoother. Yep. So we're pretty happy about this, but we also have the issue regarding the animation, like I was saying, and it's kinda easy to fix. We're just gonna open up all of our animation blueprint. And we're gonna add over the anim graph, locomotion, jog run, and we want to open the jog run for each of our animation blueprints. We want to go there for each of them. That way we're going to modify them all at once. And we always want, in here we always want to say run, which means the unit is only going to have, actually we're not going to do this way, because if we have some kind of movement speed buff mechanic, we're gonna have some issue regarding how it feels like to see an unit going faster. So we're actually gonna do it another way. I wanted to have only one type of run, but we're actually, because right now our jog run is almost it's almost impossible to see how it behaves. So I think what we want to do is to use that one in here and use a faster one in here. But I think, yeah, we won't be using this one. So we have a jog and we have a run, and they're not scale actually. So I think for now we're just plug the run everywhere in each of our jog run. So we want to find all of our jog run blend space, and we want to drag and drop all run. We want to drag run everywhere. So we've just done this one. Oh, the arc is really, I'm just gonna make sure that guy has like some love. How are they called? The warband. I'm sorry, I just felt too sorry for him. For the orc. Poor little orc. Yep, is way up here now. Like this. And I think it's gonna be way better to see them move. It feels like it improved the performance by quite a lot to remove the material on the on the squares. I think there was something I wasn't aware of. So they are all moving and we're happy about this, and it's way better. Now our unit seems way better when they move. Do you know why they are doing this when they spawn? I'm gonna give you 2 seconds. That's because when we put them back in the pool of units, we're not disabling their character movement, so they are falling and until we use them once more. Until we use them, their life is miserable. They are falling forever. Up until the moment we need them to fight on the battlefield and die. And then we move them back to the falling position. So their life is kinda sad, and we want to save them from this miserable destiny. So I think it's quite easy to do this when we set their unit state. In here we want to deactivate the character movement. And we want to activate it here. And I think there's something else we want to do, is to get rid of the moment where we actually snap our units to. In here we unplug this, so we don't want this here. It's actually the unit pool which teleports the unit at the right place. The actor puller here, and the unit is falling after it has been teleported. So I think this is gonna fix the issue here. Yeah, they were falling. They were still falling. Poor little things. So when they find their square, So in here we teleport them, this is fine, but when they find their square, we indeed need to snap them properly. So set actor transform, we're only going to do this if we are... I think we can do it in any case. It doesn't matter. So we're gonna grab this. I think we have... So the actor puller knows... I think we need to use the actor puller actually, because when we use an actor, we are actually giving him the right rotation. We are already giving him the right rotation. At least we are supposed to. So where is that used? We want to... When we spawn a unit, we actually use this and we make the spawn rotation. So in here it's working fine. Oh yeah, it's working definitely so fine. Yeah, we forgot to unplug this. So yeah, they are falling. I think that's because we are teleporting them way too up in the sky. So we don't want to change their rotation. I think they are rotated properly, but they don't feel like it. I think we have some kind of trick. We want them to be oriented towards, we want them to be 0, 0 and Z like this, and their location, I think we want their location plus our capsule size in the Z axis. We want to break, we want, so we want, what do we want? We want the capsule size, height, get half height, yeah, that's exactly what we want, like this. So we want to make in here, I think that's exactly what we want to do. And they don't have the proper rotation by default. But it seems that they are no longer falling forever. So they weren't falling forever, actually they were just put back at the wrong rotation on the in the pool and then on the battlefield. Oh yeah, and we broke something regarding this. So this is the initial, so the bench, when the bench uses unit, it should return it shouldn't have the same value than this its parent, I assume. Zero doesn't change anything because they are snapping. Okay, yeah, but we're using the units and then we're keeping this. So the issue relies here when we set their rotation, but this means that this is when we use them. So it doesn't seem to have any impact in here, and that's kind of strange. I'm wondering why. And do they have the proper rotation when we start the fight? We can't know because we're sending them to fight right away. So we'll just do something real quick. In the in-game state, combat, go to combat phase, launch phase timer now, set phase combat. Where are we? On combat data received, spawn units. Yeah, and where are we? Starting the fight already? I think that was when we were receiving all of our combat data. Oh yeah, I'm searching completely in the wrong place, my bad. I wanted to search in the state. Launch unit AI, when are we calling this? Await unit ready. So set timer by event. For now we're just going to do it this way. Launch unit AI 2 seconds after they are ready, like 2 seconds. We're fine with this. Yeah, they don't have the proper rotation. Not at all. And now they have. And I'm failing to understand why. Since when we use a unit, we are setting its rotation correctly, because this information comes directly from the grid. So this video is getting a bit too long for what I wanted to do, but we fixed we kinda improved the project a lot just by modifying that material, so it was worthwhile. And we just want to take care of the auto exposure here, which is burning the eyes. So we just want to grab this and say that. Oh, did they change the auto exposure? How does it work now? Yeah, so that was, I guess that was what we wanted to change, but not in the right way. Yeah, better. Eyes not burning. But units still are not in the right place. Not in the right rotation. So when they spawn on the bench, I don't see why. I don't understand why this has no impact. Is this not a bench? Could it not be a bench? Yeah, it's a bench. It's definitely a bench. But it doesn't really matter too much right now. Maybe we can wrap up the video and we'll see when we fix this, so that we can all take a break. But it's fun to see them start fighting. Yeah, it's way cleaner. We kinda are happy about this video anyway, just because it's way smoother than before. Maybe we didn't even have to change from pawn to character, and the bug just came from the lack of performance just came from the material, it seems like. And I guess one of the issue is the fact that the material, the base color, has metallic, specular, and roughness, and I think that might have been, I don't know. I don't know why we were losing so much quality from that. I really don't. But in any case, it's going to wrap up that video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.